Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to show you how easy it is to make these cookies. Honestly, I make them so often, probably like once a week or so, or once every 2 weeks. And the reason I love making them is because they take 4 ingredients, literally. So you're just going to need a bowl. I have a banana already in there. I have 3 more bananas, so I'm going to make 2 types. I'm going to make just like a plain oatmeal one, and then I'm going to make like a chocolate chip one. So this is why I have the chocolate chips. My fiance likes them and my parents like them. They're obviously not vegan, so I feel like adding these chocolate chips to them will be amazing for them. And these are just the semi-sweet chocolate, and I find that this is good enough. Having the regular chocolate chips could be just a little overpowering. So for me, this is good enough. So I just add this, and I have about, I want to say, 1/4 of a package left, so that's going to be just enough. And you need 2 bananas. Like I said, I'm making 2 batches, so I have a total of 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're going to need a little bit of cinnamon. I'm using quick oats, but they're called rolled oats, so like they're the healthiest form of oats that at least I can find at my grocery. So try to get rolled oats preferably. And that's just what I'm using, and I have like a really big pack of it, so that's enough for me. And then I have like a measuring cup just to measure like 1 cup of the rolled oats, and you're just gonna need a fork to just mash it up or stir it up. So what you want to do is you want to start off by taking 2 bananas. Like I said, every 2 bananas is going to be 1 batch. So I'm going to go ahead and peel this and put this in there and mash it up. So here I have my mashed banana. So I know these bananas really don't look really ripe. They still have a lot of yellowing going on to it. But when I'm peeling it, it's pretty much breaking in my hand, and I'm like struggling to get the skin off of it. So it's perfect. I'm just going to go ahead and add in some cinnamon. It's totally up to you how much cinnamon. I love cinnamon in my food, so I'm going to add that. And one thing I forgot to show you is you need to add some salt. So any kind of salt you guys prefer, and about 1/2 teaspoon of that. Next, you're going to add in your rolled oats. So my camera is really slow to focus, but as you can see, they're just plain oats. They haven't been cut or fluffed or anything. They're just like the most original form of the oats. So how it is that's 1 cup here that I have. And the way it's supposed to be is for every 2 large bananas, it's 2 cups of oats. But these bananas, I want to say, are like my hand size, smaller than my hand, I guess. I don't even know. But they're pretty small. So I'm just going to add in 1 cup for now and stir it until I get the consistency. Again, you could have it any consistency you want it to be. I prefer to taste more banana in it. That's just my preference. And I like when it bakes and it's like soft on the inside and not really hard. So again, you just make it up to your preference. So I'm going to go ahead and stir this and see how the consistency turns out. So once I've stirred it, I can pretty much still see like a lot of banana in here. So I definitely think I do need more rolled oats. And again, it's comparing to the size of your bananas. I obviously don't have a full cup here. A little more than 1/2 cup, I would say. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some more in here. My lighting is horrible here. Put some more in there, and then I'll stir it up, and then I'll show you the right consistency that I want it to be. So for me, this is the perfect consistency. There's not a whole lot of banana. There's a ton of oats, but yet it's still like sticking together. It's not like, you know, it's like getting nice and clumpy. So that is perfect for me. Yeah, it's sticking to the spoon and everything. So yeah, this is like for me the perfect ratio. So that was about, I still have some in my cup, so I would say it was about 1.5 cups that I used, and that worked out well for these 2 bananas. Okay, so like I said, these are supposed to be cookies, so you can make them into little cookies. What I like about this is they do not expand as they're cooking, because obviously there's no yeast or dairy products are in there to cause it to expand. So what I have here is just a plain old baking dish, a Pyrex baking dish, and I pretty much compacted it into 1/2 of it, and then I'm going to go ahead and make my other batch, and then I'm going to compact it onto this side. One thing I forgot to mention to the second batch, I don't know why this camera never autofocuses. There you go. I'm going to be adding in these delicious chocolate chips. So I got chocolate chips and chocolate chunks, and I just add all of those bad boys in and stir it up. So here are my two different sides. Obviously this is the chocolate chip side, and obviously this is just the plain one. Yes, they are touching. That doesn't bother me. I sometimes indulge in these. So, and these are, oh, just semi-sweet. They're not even dark chocolate. Okay, that's awesome. So anyways, yeah. So I like to go ahead and make this, and this is a lot, honestly. I like making them in bars so I can cut them up and cut them to whatever size I want them to be. And all I'm going to do is pop them into my oven. So I'm going to bake at, on its 425, and I'm going to allow it to heat up, and once it's done heating up, it will start beeping at me, letting me know it's completely heated. And then I'll go ahead and set a timer here for 25 minutes. So this is how they turn out. They're still in the oven because they are hot, but I just want to show you guys they did not increase in size, and they look exactly the same. I got a little browning around the edges, so I got like a nice crust. And yeah, that's exactly how they turn out. I'm just going to cut them into bite-sized pieces. Well, I'm going to let them cool down for about 20 minutes and then cut them up. I hope you guys enjoyed how I make my vegan cookies, and try them out. Let me know down below if you guys tried them and if you guys like them and how they turned out. So once again, my delicious chocolate chip vegan cookies.